on Facebook Live. We're live. No, it's not Facebook Live. This is
YouTubular.
YouTube. BoobTube Live. We're getting ready to start recording the show so everybody can enjoy us and enjoy everything we're talking about.
Oh, and there it is.
And we're live. Welcome to the Joe Rogan podcast. Wouldn't that be cool?
Good Lord.
Oh, man.
A lot of pressure there.
That's what my wingers like in the. It gets to looking like that. What's up, bros? What's up, Isaiah? What's up, dog? What's up, dog? All right. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Sure.
That went to 15 people real quick. How's everybody doing? Hi, Jesse. Live from Dayton. We're going to do live. Stephen. That's a difficult last name. How you doing, Stephen? Stephen. April. Hello, April. All right. You ready to do this, Rob?
Yeah.
All righty. Boom, boom,
I was going to hit it with the duo.
Hit it. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear that. There you go. Rob's got a real nice singing voice. I do not have the best singing voice.
I was trying to decide if I wanted to fancy it, to church it up a little
You could
bit.
have churched
no,
all you
it's
wanted.
okay.
You could have brought Jesus into it. Oh, hello and welcome back to the Brohio podcast, where we investigate all things of the dark, the occult, the nasty, the things in the world that no one wants to talk about. The murder, the monsters, the ghosts, the aliens, the demons. We've got it all covered here for you at the Brohio podcast. I'm one half of the Brohio podcast. They call me the delicious one, the delicious Nicolicious.
What's up, everybody? And I am the other guy.
You're Rob Dog.
I'm Rob Dog. What's up, everybody?
My best favorite friend in the entire world. I feel like I haven't talked to him or seen him in a long time.
It really. I was thinking that whenever I walked in the garage, like, man, it seems like it's been a minute.
It does. It's I started a new job. Been a tremendous experience so far, but now I'm on regular Monday through Friday stuff where I was
That's where it's at, man.
getting 3 days off my last job, but it was Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and that would give me a lot of time to research.
Yeah.
We got no research done this week, but lo and behold, there was research for one episode in the hangar called The Facebook Spy Machine about how they were watching us.
Yeah.
How Mark Zuckerberg is a cuckerberg. He likes watching Mandingos fuck his wife. That's Mark Zuckerberg. We had a review this week from Australia. The person said they make fun of disabled people. I don't remember doing that. I think it's
sure we have at some point in time.
Very upsetting. That's very mean. But to that person in Australia,
maybe it's just because the R word gets used.
Retarded. We're retarded. Sorry. I'm not talking about your fucking kids, lady, and we're talking about each other. So just give us a break. Give us a break. This episode is brought to you by our new Patreon subscribers. We're going to start out with Alvin Lingelbach. Lingelbach the Dinglebach. Thank you, Alvin.
Ooh, name of Alvin. I haven't heard that in forever.
That's a good name.
That is a good old name. Oh, let's see here. What the fuck is this?
That's Spanish.
Uncle Yoshi.
Unclouchy?
Unclouchy?
I don't know. I can't pronounce that one.
Uncle Yoshi.
Thank you so much, sweetheart, for your Patreon pledge. Dana Felden. Dana, you are the rainbow of our day. Thank you, Dana, for the Patreon pledge.
George, or if you're feeling fancy, Jorge.
Georgie. You could pronounce that orgy if you wanted to, if you change some stuff around. Shane T. Ruth, as in grandson of George Herman Ruth, Babe Ruth, the baseball player. No relation, I don't think, but it's still pretty cool to think about it. Shane T. Ruth, thank you for your Patreon pledge.
Thomas Campbell. Thank you, Thomas.
And Richard. You can abbreviate that to Dick. the same thing that we shot outside of your mom last night. If you'd like to hop on the Brahio Podcast Patreon, go to patreon.com/Brahio Podcast. Unfortunately, our live show for Saturday is canceled. Not canceled.
Well, postponed.
Postponed. People that were going to have COVID. The fucking brewery is shut down except for carry out, but they're open back up. But they're saying, like, we don't know what it's going to be like. And I said, listen here, brother, we got to get this shit figured out. So January 23rd, the 20 million of you that bought tickets to the live show, we're going to do it January 23rd. We're going to do it up right. We're going to do it neat, nice and tight.
Right and tight.
Right and tight. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it.
Don't know.
But that gives us some room for the buffer, because as soon as we said that we were going to do a live show, Ohio's like, we're got this, fam. And this motherfucker exploded with COVID cases.
Yeah.
Call it real, call it fake, call it what you will. It happened. And so we're dealing with it. Today, we set a daily record for deaths in the state of Ohio. Didn't get your boys.
Hell no.
They got 500 other motherfuckers, but they didn't get us.
Our kid's school keeps they send us a message every time someone tests positive in the district, and every day it's like 2 people or 2 students and a teacher, 3 students over this on Monday after Thanksgiving. Yep. 11 people tested. So it's like normally it's just like, a person here, person there. After Thanksgiving, fucking up 10 or 11 people all at once.
Oh yeah, dude. It's gonna
goodbye.
It's certainly gonna, after the Thanksgiving holiday, it's gonna absolutely boom for certain.
Christmas too.
Oh yeah, Christmas will be even worse.
Yep.
Lord Trump, he'll save us. Just give it a few days. He's gonna go door to door putting the vaccine in all of us. I saw some guy today on my Facebook. He might be listening. I don't know. He's a fucking bud, but he said, I will only take the vaccine if I see President Trump take it himself.
Oh, Jesus.
This guy's a wild dude. He's a maniac. It's so fun to watch him just lose his shit, man. Oh, so we had a lot of funny articles to pick from this week. And I don't know if I went with the funniest or not, but let's try it. Let's see if this is the one.
Sure.
Woman killed husband and stabbed own vagina to claim self-defense, says prosecutors. An Alabama woman charged in the 2019 killing of her husband stabbed her own vagina after.
Oh, fuck.
I fucking hate you, pussy. Stabbed her own vagina after the murder so she could falsely claim self-defense, prosecutors said. They got prosecutors in Alabama. Now I know this article's fake. Linda Doyle, as in old Doyle Rule, 66 years old, was arrested Tuesday after a Baldwin County grand jury returned an indictment against her following a year-long thorough investigation into the case, police said in a news release.
Shit, that vagina already had some miles on it, so it's okay.
Well, you see the picture. She looks like a bucket of hot shit, Rob Dog. But the woman claims she shot her husband dead because he attacked her during an argument over sexual demands, local station reported. Quote, she was attacked, stabbed multiple times in the vagina with a butcher knife.
Damn.
He's probably trying to cut up that roast beef. Who managed to get out of bed, retrieve a pistol that was in the home for self-defense, and then managed to shoot and kill her assailant, which was her husband, said Attorney John Furman. Look at her, Rob Dog.
Kind of what I expected.
She looks like she just got done eating out a camel. She's nasty, ain't she? Linda Doyle charged the 2019 killing of her husband, stabbed her own vagina after the murder so she could falsely claim self-defense. Prosecutors disagree, claiming Doyle stabbed herself in a wild attempt to avoid prosecution. Based on the evidence that has been recovered at the scene, we don't believe that Mr. Doyle inflicted those, said Patrick Doggett. He's a dog. He's a dog prosecutor. He's a dog. An assistant district attorney prosecutor. The killing happened on July 30th, 2019. Doyle was released on bond. She stabbed herself in the pussy with a butcher knife.
Of all the places to stab yourself first, she went right for the cunt.
She looks like she got hit in the face with a bag of gravel. She's busted.
I mean, like, a normal person would just, like, if you're going to do that, like, slice your arm, your leg, something. Don't just go straight for your... I mean, I'm never going to go right for my nuts.
She said, I'm going to stab myself right in the fucking pussy. Poor lady.
Right in the clam wallet.
Look at her, dude. She's got it.
Yeah,
she's like she used a lawnmower to do her eyebrows. I'm going to put soon as I get done putting my goddamn face on, we'll get the fuck out of here. That's what my mom always. I'm gonna paint. My dad called it painting the barn.
Yeah.
When my mom putting on makeup,
Yeah,
He
she's lovely.
he said, "Your mom's got to paint the barn." And my mom say, "Shut the fuck up, or I'll stab myself in the pussy." Thank you to all you wonderful ladies out there that don't stab yourself in the vagina after a long, intimate evening with your husbands,
Yeah.
boyfriends,
Especially not stabbing it with a knife. That's just rough.
what have you. Yeah, I want to be able to use that thing again. If my wife threatened to stab herself in the vagina with a knife, I'd say, wait. Use my penis. Use my penis to stab yourself in the vagina, young lady. Young lady, let's get drunk. Let's poop in the bed sheets and roll around.
Please.
Okay, so I got two funny poop stories. I'll breeze past the first one real quick, Rob.
Okay.
I was pooping the other day.
All right.
Pooped so long, lost feeling in my legs.
Sure.
Legs, it was Clash Royale.
Yeah.
If you want to join us on there, it's Clasher Space Nasher, GNASHER, Clasher Nasher. You can hop
Yeah.
on there.
I usually have 2 big dents in my thighs from where I keep my elbows.
Then I stood up and I said, well, hell, I don't remember if I wiped my butt or not. So then I said, I'm getting in the shower. I'll just fucking hose it off in the shower. I got in the shower. I took a rag and I went to wipe my, clean my ass out.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I think there was still shit in my butt cheeks, and it went all up my back, down my legs. The shower
Like a little baby.
It smelled like the fucking worst thing ever. The hot steam from the shower mixed with the poop nearly gagged me, nearly died in the shower right there. That's not even the funny story this week. I was at Meijer. I got this new job. I needed to start wearing nice shirts to work, so I had to get white undershirts.
Right.
I don't have any white undershirts.
Mhm.
I'm in the undershirt aisle, and I have the hottest, trashiest fucking ass farts. The nastiest farts
Did you
ever.
say ass farts?
Yes, these were not queefs. Some people get confused because you say I'm farting. They're like, well, there's pussy farts. We got ladies out here stabbing themselves in the vaginas with knives. We got ladies out here queefing. There's a lot of different ways to differentiate the fart, Rob. So
Sure.
this was ass farts. These were coming out of my butt. Anyways, I'm looking at the white t-shirts, and before this, my wife said, "Get the fuck away from me." That's how bad these. She sent me on my own way. She did not want me near her any longer.
Oh yeah.
And then I hear like behind me. I look behind me. There's some like Vietnam veteran limping up on like he had a prosthetic leg for sure, but his wife was about 427 in a fucking motorized wheelchair. I said, "Oh,
Get
man,
it, buddy."
They're about to walk straight in my fart fucking cloud, right into my butt farts." And he rolls up. Well, she rolls up. He walks right through it, and I hear him say, "I heard him say, that no shirted on himself," and I couldn't really fucking fit. I didn't know what he said, and I'm looking at the shirts. And I thought he asked me questions about the shirts, but he said, "That dude shirted on," like shirt, like SHURTED. "That dude shirted on himself." It's a new word I learned. Shirted.
Shirted.
Not shirted.
Not shirt.
He said, "That dude shirted on himself." I thought he was asking me a question about the shirts. So being the helpful citizen that I am, I turned around and I said, what? He's like, "It smells like you poop, dude." And then his wife on the wheelchair, the Meijer brand wheelchair,
Yeah.
she went, "Oh God." It's like her head rolled back.
It's just clinging to the fabric.
Her head rolled back and it was delayed. She said, "Oh God." When he first rolled up, he said, "That dude smells like he shirted on himself." I said, "Sherbet? Orange rainbow sherbet?"
The orange is the best.
"I like that rainbow sherbet." He said, "That dude shirted on himself." And I said, "I gotta get the fuck out of here." He said, "Smells like you poop, dude." I said, "Oh, I smelled like that when I came over here." And I'm boot scooting boogie, got on out of there.
That wasn't me, buddy.
Yeah, somebody else shirted on himself, man.
How's your wife?
Yeah, she fucking checked them britches on her, dude. Definitely her. And then I rolled around the corner, and some dude is like, "What's up?" Looking at me. I said, "Hey."
Oh yeah. He told me about this.
We started staring at each other, and I said, "Do I know you?" He said, "No." And he just kept staring at me, and I said, "Okay." And then he said, I listened to your podcast. I was wearing a Bro Ohio podcast
Mhm.
shirt. And I'm like, oh, cool, man. He was like, yeah, I was on the Zoom live show. I was a mail carrier. And I remember talking to him. You were dying eating the hot bean or whatever.
Mhm. Flicking my bean.
But we talked and we fist bumped it out and hugged, fucked 69 scissor there. But I thought he was on fart patrol. I thought he was about to put me in handcuffs.
The fart police.
Good afternoon. I'm with the Meyer Fart Police. Smells like you've shirted in your pants. Yeah. Let me check it.
We've noticed a high amount of green fumes is radiating from your butt.
Smells like you shirted on yourself, dude. I thought I didn't catch his name, but he was not on fart. He was not on fart patrol.
Good.
But it was super cool to see somebody out.
You'd have been taken to court and tried and
Guilty.
guilty. Yep.
Throw the fucking book at him. Son of a bitch. All right, this episode's called The Facebook Spy Machine. You're probably wondering what's special about this episode. Well, we
Sure.
researched it about 8 years ago. Put it in the hanger. We said, oh, it's going to be a shitty fucking episode. Never did it. Now we're back. We're going to do it. But I think this is, there's a lot to this one. I think this has changed a lot since the election as well.
Okay.
So I didn't change any of it. So we're just going to have to strictly do it from the shit we know.
Yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear.
So from Wikipedia, some of you, some countries don't even have Facebook. America, we got it. Everybody's got Facebook in America.
Yeah.
But just a little brief synopsis from Wikipedia, which I gave them $5 a day because if you can just give us $2.75,
Damn, look at you doubling
we
it.
can keep Wikipedia going for years to come. And I was thinking, I do use this a lot. It is an excellent resource for what it is, much like our recording software Reaper, which if you
We were just talking about.
we use the free version. And every single time it says, hey, you want to buy this? Like, you want to throw us $60? And I'm always like, nope, still evaluating. But if you are just getting into podcast and you're looking for good free recording software, I recommend Reaper. Rob can recommend it as well.
Yep.
It's a good free DAW or a digital audio workstation. I also recommend for people really, really new, Audacity. That's not that bad. That's an easy one to learn. So if you do want to start a podcast, I wouldn't do it because me and Rob already own the fucking game. But if you do, look at you, listen to you. All right, tell him, Rob. Tell him the brief Wikipedia.
The wiki?
Yeah.
Sure. Facebook is a social networking service launched as the Facebook on February 4th, 2004. It was founded by Mark Zuckerberg with his college roommates and fellow Harvard University students, Eduardo Severin, Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes. The website's membership was initially limited by the founders to Harvard students, but was expanded to other colleges in the Boston area, the Ivy League, and gradually most universities in the United States and Canada, corporations, and by September of 2006 to everyone with a valid email address, along with an age requirement of being 13 or older. I remember back in the day when it was just for college students.
So do
You had to
I.
have a college
That's
ID email.
Right when we were graduating high school.
Yeah, it was right at the downfall of MySpace.
And Rob and I were not college goers.
No.
Did you ever enroll?
I went for maybe a semester before I started working at the jail and quit.
Oh, you went for a whole semester?
Yeah,
Where were you going for? Do you remember?
Something law enforcement related.
That was stupid.
Yeah,
It's really stupid.
yeah. I thought that I needed college to do it.
If I could go redo all of it, I definitely would have did we had tech prep in our high school where you could go for Cisco networking
Yeah.
and it paid for all your college.
Mm-hmm.
I would have did that. I'd be so goddamn rich in it right now.
I would have got into healthcare.
People think I'm so handsome and funny that they would have to hire me. It was just, they'd say, man. But since that never happened, I let myself go. I've gotten a lot fatter than I would be if I would have worked in networking.
Right? Yep.
So like a nurse or something, or like a
Yeah. Or I would have went for business and just fucking a business degree. You can do everything with a business degree.
Fucked everyone and snorted all the cocaine.
Exactly.
Now I never knew about Face Smash.
Never heard of it.
I've face smashed one person for a long time now.
Yeah, that's when you fuck your wife's face a little too hard. She ends up looking like a pug.
Yeah, it's stuck. Invert their face. Face Smash, which was Facebook's predecessor, opened in 2003, developed by Mark Zuckerberg. He wrote the software for the Face Smash website, and I guess Face Smash was like kind of a hot or not game there at Harvard. For the students there at Harvard. The website allowed visitors to compare two female student pictures side by side and let them decide who was more attractive.
Damn.
So this motherfucker, Mark Zuckerberg, this is all entries from Mark Zuckerberg while he was actively writing the software for Face Smash. And this is time stamped as well. These are all blog posts from Mark Zuckerberg. First one says, I'm a little intoxicated, not gonna lie. So what if it's not even 10 p.m. and it's a Tuesday night? What?
Wait, this is Mark Zuckerberg writing this?
Yes, it is.
So what do you think he's been drinking? Let's play a little game.
Definitely wine out of a box
Like
for sure.
Like wine spritzers or something.
Smirnoff. Yeah, he's definitely drinking someone like
something super feminine. This was before Claw, so he wasn't drinking
oh
Claw.
yeah, this is way before that.
Maybe those like
Smirnoff.
those Jack Daniels wine coolers.
Smirnoff with Jolly Ranchers dropped in there.
There you go.
The Kirkland Dorm Facebook is open on my desktop, and some of these people have pretty horrendous Facebook pics. I almost want to put some of these faces next to pictures of farm animals and have people vote on which is more attractive.
Can't say I've never done that before.
This is the humanitarian of our age, the most influential man in all of America. These are his fucking blog posts from this shit.
Man.
9:48 p.m., just a little bit later, he says, yeah, it's on. I'm not exactly sure how the farm animals are going to fit into this whole thing. You can't really ever be sure with farm animals, but I like the idea of comparing two people together. 11:09 p.m., a little over an hour later,
Yeah.
according to the Harvard Crimson, Face Smash used, quote, photos compiled from the online Facebooks of 9 houses, placing two next to each other at a time and asking users to choose the hotter person.
Okay.
Face Smash attracted 400 visitors and 22,000 photo views in its first 4 hours online.
Wow, nice.
The site was quickly forwarded to the several campus groups' list servers, but was shut down a few days later by the Harvard administration. Zuckerberg faced expulsion and was charged by the administration with breach of security, violating copyrights, and violating individual privacy. Ultimately, the charges were dropped. Zuckerberg expanded on this initial project that semester by creating a social study tool ahead of an art history final exam. He uploaded art images to a website, each of which was featured with a corresponding comments section, then shared the site with his classmates, and people started sharing notes. On October 25th, 2010, entrepreneur and banker Rahul Jain auctioned off FaceSmash.com to an unknown buyer for just $30,000.
Damn.
Oh, that brings us to present day Facebook.
Sure.
Facebook is now publicly traded. You can own stock. You can own a little bit of Facebook if you desire. But none of that fucking matters because it's ran by the android Zuckerberg. I think that he is probably a reptilian.
He's definitely something. He seems as if he's always trying to be human.
Yeah, well, he strikes me as one of those guys like the first time he ever cummed when he was about 19, the first time his penis ever produced any type of jism.
Sure.
I can hear the sounds that he made during his first orgasm, and it probably sounded like this. And he was just done. I don't know, man. He's really weird.
It just leaked out instead
Yeah.
of shot. It's just one sad, pathetic drop.
Bloop. He seems like someone that went and woke his mom up. Like,
Mom, guess
yeah,
what?
there was no. I think I'm sick.
I just milked everywhere.
What if one of your sons wakes you up to be like, Dad, it squirted. It blooged.
I was just cleaning it and it went off.
I was trying to clean my gun. And so what Facebook, I remember MySpace was kind of my first taste of social media.
Yeah.
And then I joined. What are you?
There's another bomb going off.
What are you drinking?
Couple of really old milk stout nitros from Left Hand Brewery.
Okay, we like it. We like it, Daddy. My first entry into social media was my MySpace.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it was short-lived because we quickly moved on to Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But I had you had your top 8 on MySpace.
MySpace was the shit.
You could leave sparkly gifts for people that said happy birthday or praying for you, whatever.
You know how many bands and music I found through MySpace?
Probably a
that
lot.
I probably
dude.
would have never found if it wasn't for it.
Yeah, that's kind of what the MySpace was. I remember you could set the music when someone would go to your page.
Yeah.
That was some good hearty shit right there. I would spend hours trying to decide what song was going to play when you came to my page.
Right.
I always ended up doing "Rollin' by Limp Bizkit, but
I still remember several of mine. So I mean, every time I hear, I'm like, yep, I remember that was on my MySpace.
That was on my MySpace.
Yeah, good times.
Excellent times. I learned how to code there on MySpace. Put pictures up. And be like, "What's your favorite movie?" And then I'd do do some coding. Put a picture up right there.
I never went that far into it. I was
I
just a noob at it. But yeah.
Do you remember getting mad at someone and taking them off your top 8?
Yeah, I think I do. Nobody off the top of my head.
No, I remember.
But yeah, I'm sure I did.
I remember wiping out everybody one day. I was done with everyone.
It's just weird. It's just weird thinking about like back then because like now I think we're both under the same like our personalities kind of the same where we're just like we're old enough right now but we just don't fucking care. You know,
like for a top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably leave somebody there and just leave them. I wouldn't fucking care. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, like I'm too fucking old to worry about that shit.
I did create a MySpace for my dog, Ace.
Sure.
That shows how old he is,
right?
Because the page is still available.
Nice.
I mean, he's still alive.
Yeah, I canceled mine a long time ago.
Yeah, I wish I could uncover it like an old dead turd. Just bring it up. Like, what was I doing? Oh my god,
dude! I can't imagine the shit that I used to post.
Definitely some shit posting going on.
Because I was a total edgelord. Like I would just say shit just to try to piss people off. So it'd be so cringy if it was still out there.
So you're what your brother is now.
Yeah, exactly. But shit. Better though.
Yeah. Your brother's such a piece of shit, dude.
Yeah. I remember I remember specifically one of the posts. And it's one that I always thought was kind of clever, but it was super stupid at the same time. And it was right at the peak of young Justin Bieber mania. Like right after Baby came out. And I think I said something like if Ellen DeGeneres was a woman, she would look like Justin Bieber.
So stupid.
And I was like, I'm so fucking clever, man.
They're probably gonna come looking for me, dude. They're gonna come fuck me. I'm gonna fuck Ellen.
Yeah, it was. I'd still bang out Ellen even if she was a cunt.
Yeah, I heard she's pretty terrible to people. I think they should hire people like you and I just to set these people straight, just to bring them back down to earth. Just someone to be like, knock on their door and be like, Ellen, I'm sorry, but can I use your bathroom real quick?
I want to get a whole list of really good celebrity stories because I feel like there's a lot of fun stuff there.
Her and Steve Harvey are the worst. They're
really?
like,
yeah.
Don't look at me.
Well, that's how I've heard Mariah Carey and J-Lo is too.
I don't care what J-Lo would want from me. I would force my will upon her.
And then, of course, I heard nothing but terrific things about Keanu Reeves, which I love.
I just sits with homeless people and eats ice cream.
He's just like the man.
Yeah, I want to hang out with him so bad.
I do too.
So let's talk about what Facebook has become now. It is an absolute cesspool of it. As soon as your mom joined Facebook, it went downhill.
Oh my god!
Not specifically your mom, but just
specifically.
when our parents started joining Facebook and our old aunts and uncles, it became a breeding ground for if you had to pass a half of a fucking IQ test to get on Facebook. It would be depopulated by about 98%. There are so many stupid people on Facebook now, including us.
There really
But there's
is.
people a lot dumber than us.
Yeah, I don't ever post on Facebook, so
I have to, and I really go out of my way not to be an asshole, but I really try and fact check people when they post things, even if it's right leaning or left leaning or whatever leaning. I'm just like, do a little goddamn research.
well, half the time
Find out.
people share stuff without even reading the article. They just see the headline of the article and they'll just share it.
Nothing to beat the picture of the dog with a ham on his face. Like, share this dog. He needs help. I'm like,
That's the best.
He's got honey baked ham on his face. What's wrong with you fucking people? Look at this stuff. And then my aunt's like, this dog, I love him. I want to bring him home. Aunt Trudy, you stupid fucking bitch.
Something before we forget, since all we do is trail on and on about nonsense, non-subject related, I do want to say congratulations to Carissa and Matt.
Oh yeah, 2 longtime listeners of the show. Yeah. They met in our closed group, Butt Chuggers Anonymous. That's dead in the ground, but they met, fell in love, and they're engaged now.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Congratulations. And Matt, I know she's a handful, so fucking good luck with that, buddy. Good luck with that. That they met, fell in love, moved across the country for one another, and all because they came together on the premise of their love.
Giggity.
The Bro Ohio podcast. So they're listening to this right now, beating taters for sure.
I saw her comment in the YouTube feed over here, so I was like, oh yeah, shit, I forgot I was gonna say something.
Light them up.
I'd forget to put my own dick away if it wasn't for the breeze.
I can appreciate that. A 2019 study by the Pew Research Center, that's PEW, the Pew Research Center showed that 51% of the people surveyed said they were uncomfortable with being tracked and categorized by Facebook. Okay. Facebook generated $21 billion in revenue in the most recent quarter and now has 2.5 billion members, up from 2.45 billion in the previous quarter.
Damn, man.
2.5.
That's almost half the population of the world.
You're just on there trying to find your hot English teacher from 6th grade.
I mean, there's tons of same people with multi accounts on there, but still 2.5 billion.
I feel like it says a lot about a person's intelligence if you get on Facebook and they have 6 Facebook accounts.
Yeah.
That someone's too fucking stupid to remember their password for their email. That says a lot about a person. And every single time I find someone with like 6 Facebooks, they've either expired from heroin, or they're doing heroin, or they've lost their children, or they live in a Trans Am that isn't really theirs, that isn't even a running vehicle.
Or they could be like our buddy Justin Rimmel and constantly get fucking reported and put in Facebook jail.
He is a piece of shit, but he's not really like those kind of pieces of shit.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of piece of shit. And he'll tell you that. He'd be like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. But there's a USA Today article that alleges that Facebook does not video record or record sound, which I do not think that's true. And I've talked about this before.
Even if it's not true, they know that they could at any possible time, which is why even I've talked about it before in that fucking video. Mark Zuckerberg is sitting there talking to the damn camera, and you can see a piece of electrical tape across his laptop camera.
Oh, he knows.
He fucking knows.
And I think that I've told this story before. There were some friends and I at work for several weeks. I don't think it was weeks, about 2 weeks.
Sure.
We would talk about toy trains for 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes every day. Never once did I look up toy trains because I had no reason to look up toy trains. I got one stuck in my butt when I was little. I had no reason to look up toy trains. This was all a social experiment. These guys talked about toy trains with me. At about the 8th or 9th day, my Facebook becomes inundated with toy train ads.
Oh, yeah.
And not once had I typed the words toy or train in my cellular device. All we did was put our phones out and talk about toy trains and they're trying to tell us that they're not listening to us through the microphones. I'm not fucking buying it. I sound like a crazy old man,
Yeah.
but I've experienced this shit firsthand. Now, there could be some easier explanation. I don't know. I did verify that they indeed record and have records of all of everything you say in a live video and
Mhm.
everything that is shown in a live video. They record what is said and they analyze it and they use that for ads.
Sure.
And I think this
I get that.
all they want you to think that this all boils down to ad revenue. That the
Mhm.
only reason they would ever want to record you is for ads, for to put you into a certain demographic, so that when Zima comes to Facebook and says, "What is the most efficient way for me to spend this $60,000 for advertising?" Facebook says, "I have a fucking whole entire army of people that listen to this podcast called the Brohio Podcast. For 3 years, they've talked about butt chugging Zima." Zima's like, "What the fuck is a butt chug?" Facebook's like, "You put the Zima in your fucking ass and you drink it." And then Zima's like, "You got all those people that want, okay, here's our $60,000. And then all of a sudden, everyone that listens to Facebook is getting ads for delightful, crispy, refreshing Zima because they don't want to drink it. They just want to put it in their butt because they heard it on this podcast.
Naturally.
They want to drink it with their asshole. And they want us to think that this all boils down to ad revenue and demographics, which it very well might.
Sure.
But then all of a sudden, you have to think about the stuff that was it Edward Snowden,
Oh,
all the
yeah.
stuff that he went through, and we'll get to what he said here in a little bit.
Ooh.
But they are literally saving and indexing and recording all of our data that we do, where we go, where, oh my God, I looked up cookie cutters and now I got cookie cutter ads on my face. Sometime I get stuff from wish.com, stuff that connects the head of your dick to the hair in your asshole. And I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who's lying to the executives at wish.com, but I get some wild fucking shit from wish.com on there, dude.
Yeah. I just
Adult
get
diapers and shit. I haven't shit myself bad enough that I need a fucking diaper.
I've just been getting a lot of ads for studio monitors here lately because mine are fucking both bad. So I looked them up one time and then since then I've just been getting inundated with ads about them.
It's it makes so much sense, but then again, it doesn't make sense. Jeannie Gephardt, she is a research director for the Electronic Frontier Foundation, who has studied Facebook's targeting efforts. And by targeting efforts, we mean those demographics and different populations they try and group us into when they're trying to sell our information to for the purpose of selling ads. She says they don't have to listen to you. She is what she says. She says, for Facebook to use voice detection to find keywords and then map them into ad preferences, that's Stone Age targeted advertising technologies. There's much more nefarious and evasive methods and much more invisible methods available to them.
I'm sure it's true.
You're not going to fucking believe the way this works here in a second. She mentions location tracking as a case in point.
Okay.
This is the feature in which Facebook can tell you who you are and what you've recently purchased. She says, when you sign up for Facebook, the social network asks users to approve of it accessing your location. Maybe you're in an airport lingering in front of an ad, and that signals to an advertiser that you might be interested in that product. So you're looking at fucking diaper cream. They got a big old ad up like, oh, my fucking balls and ass. My fucking fruit bowl's been itching real goddamn bad. I need some cream on my fucking fruit bowl. And then Facebook sees your phone pause. You're stopped in front of the diaper cream ad. They know your fruit bowl's broken out at that point. You don't have to hide your fruit bowl. You don't have to hide your dick and balls. They already know your shit is broken out, raw, itchy, rash, red, bloody,
covered in shit,
poop, covered poop farts,
covered in ass poop.
You've even got a little bit of jizz on your butt. You don't know why.
It was a long night.
You woke up with poop under your fingernails. You don't know if it's you or your dad's, your uncle's. You don't know who the fuck's pooping under your fingernails. but they see you stop in front of this ad. So then they say, okay. So the diaper cream company says, we need to start sending some advertisements around. And Facebook says, I got just the perfect fucking guy for you. He spent 17 seconds in front of a diaper cream picture the other day.
Scratching his ass.
Yeah, his fruit bowl is so inflamed. Got nothing but cherries down there. We've got just the guy. So then you're on Facebook, and you start seeing diaper cream ads on your face. You're like, how the fuck did that happen? Because you have location tracking you.
Mhm.
But that's not just like diaper. It's iPhones. It's Samsung devices. Any type of any ad. They know where these ads are at, and these billboards, and they can see you and track you stopping in front of these things, even if it's just for a few moments. Or you're in a bar watching a TV show, and you get an ad for the TV show. Location Services knows you're in a bar where that show might be popular. Location Services is technically an opt-in feature that pops up after you've downloaded the Facebook app to your phone. The social network asks for your approval, one of those pop-up windows that most people don't read and automatically click yes.
Mhm.
So here's what I found out whenever I think okay, so Facebook's pitch to us is Location Services. This is what it says in the fine print. Allows it to provide more relevant and personalized experiences, like helping you check in, find local events, and get better ads. I don't know if that's true or not, but note where it says the better ads. Those are the personalized ads that show up in your news feed. They're so they're uncannily on the money that you can't help but think that Facebook is listening to everything that you say. And I don't think, in your opinion, do you think they're listening to you through the telephone?
No.
Why?
There's too fucking many people.
Well,
There's too many people for them to analyze every single
but
person.
it's not them doing the analyzing. They have computer systems and software that can analyze all of this, like voice recognition stuff. That can analyze all the shit.
That's true, but I have yet to see a 4-inch butt plug pop up on my things I may want to buy.
I'll wait.
You know how long I've been talking about it?
Sure would. I'm holding my phone up my face right now. Sure would hate for someone to sell me a fucking butt plug. I fucking hate butt plugs. So there's I just set it into my phone.
I'm kind of trying to look on the bright side. Hopefully not.
Okay.
Obviously, I know if you type something in and you search for something to buy, yes, you're gonna get hit with ads on that. And I definitely think they do have the ability to listen to us. That's for sure they do. But I don't know.
Facebook has routinely denied that it records users' conversations in order to come up with personalized ads. CEO Mark Zuckerberg was asked point blank about it during a 2018 congressional testimony, and he flatly said no. He followed up by calling it a conspiracy theory that so many think that Facebook does record your voice.
That congressional hearing was so funny.
Oh, I got some clips from
it. Was literally just him trying to explain to old people how the internet works. Like that's all it was.
I got it here in a little bit.
It was great.
Every time you click like, share, post, look up directions or reviews of a local business, Facebook learns more about you, Gephardt says. There's also basic life. You're in your 20s, you order a U-Haul at the end of the month and plan a move. Facebook knows your demographic, income level, where you live, and the people you spend time with, and senses you might want a new mattress to go into the new apartment since that fits the pattern.
Hell yeah.
And all of those algorithms come together, and you're like seeing fucking mattress ads before you're even thinking about buying a new mattress. And that's one thing that people don't realize as well. When they're doing all this triangulation shit and tracking your location and all this stuff, they're not only tracking you, they're tracking the people that you're around. So
if either of us have an ad on our phone within the next week or two about butt plugs,
we'll let you know.
We'll
buy it and we'll demonstrate it.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to say we will buy the butt plug if it is presented on our Facebook ads. You got to really set them off. It depends on how big the butt plug is. If it's really big, I'm going to have you do it. You did not eat the death nut. If it is a smaller butt plug, I will endure the butt plug pain.
I think I've shown everybody this, but have you seen the website where it's I think it's called like it's like dragondildos.com or something like that.
Dragon dildos.
And it's nothing but fucking weird dragon dicks. And the farther you go down, the weirder they are.
I am never
just look up dragon dildos.
I will never put a dragon anything inside of me.
Bad Dragon, there it is. Baddragon.com.
Bad-dragon.com.
No. The farther you go down, the worse it gets.
Oh my, the Mystic. These are so disgusting.
Look at that one's a tentacle.
The Zaratan. This is terrifying.
Look, see, that's what I'm saying. The farther you go down, the crazier they get.
Okay. Well, this is some scary.
Look.
Oh my god.
Gonna fuck a dragon pussy.
That's a wolf pussy. Those look like a lot of fun.
Masturbators.
Look
at those things, dude.
That's a fucking That's a tentacle. How did you find this?
Somebody was talking about it.
You're fucking disgusting.
Look, that's a fucking tongue. That's a horse tongue.
That's a horse tongue. You can put it inside of you. That is so
fantastic. Dude, it's so good.
I love it so much.
That's awesome.
Another permission request from Facebook, which asks to track user locations even when they're not using the app. Gephardt calls it demographic targeting. Based on that info, it's remarkably easy for an eerily accurate targeted ad to make its way to you. Facebook knows your searches outside the social network because it tracks you even when the app is closed. The like and share buttons on other websites, every fucking website you go to has a like and share button for the Facebook.
Yeah, and you know what? One thing I will say is that I do definitely agree with this, especially because I have a tendency to go through whenever someone posts a video on Facebook and I just so happen to like watch it, and you can like scroll up to see the next video and then just goes in line.
I do that all the time.
And I'll get lost. I'll spend
mind-numbing.
hours there watching videos, especially if like someone shares a street fight video.
Yes.
And then I'll just watch it, and the next one will be street fight, and then another street fight.
That's why you should never get TikTok. Dude.
And
you will lose yourself.
Oh yeah, dude. Like every single time I go through, I'm like, okay, this video's cool. And then a Gordon Ramsay video pop up. I'm like, fuck yes, I'm watching this. I've watched this 16 times, and I'm watching it anyways.
Make a steak.
Yep. And then something also pop up, and then it'll just be a bunch of old people falling down. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm watching this video.
Lemonparty.org.
You're right. Not a bunch of old people fucking.
Okay. You guys should go to lemonparty.org and let me know what it does for you.
Teaches you how to make really good lemonade.
Yeah, it's delicious lemonade. Now, once you click the like and share button on these outside websites, you're inviting Facebook into your life. It can figure out with those clicks who you are, where you live, and what device you use to access the network. What's so alarming about this article is the degree of spying that's alluded to here. And this is just a USA Today article, and it couldn't possibly be any more mainstream than that. So USA Today is going to be one of the most neutral, I wouldn't even say neutral, try and make you feel like you can turn a blind eye to it. USA Today is going to be like, listen, guys, Facebook spying, it happens, but it's not that bad. And for USA Today to be like, it's not that bad. It's really fucking bad. It's so much fucking worse than that. On its website, Facebook states, we use your microphone to identify things you're listening to or watching based on the music and TV matches we're able to identify. Not to mention the all-new Facebook portal. It has not been out that long. It's a device that you keep inside your home.
Oh yeah,
like Alexa, like a Google Home or an Alexa. There is an and I have some of these smart devices. My entire house is smart devices. You can just talk to it and it starts fucking talking back. And the only reason that it starts talking back is because it's listening to you in the first place.
It's like a fucking Furby.
It's worse than a Furby. It's way smarter than a Furby. I hear my daughter in her room like, Google, what's the square root of 409,005? And Google will do the goddamn homework for her.
Yeah.
And then tonight she asked me for help with her homework. They're doing cube, the square root of cube or some shit.
Oh well. Oops.
Was that the
I
Facebook?
was gonna do something, and all of a sudden the video started playing.
And I had no fucking idea
Yeah.
about any of this shit.
Hell yeah.
What are you about to do?
Hey Siri,
Mm.
tell me a dad joke.
How do you know your flight is leaving in exactly 6 hours? Dad just got to the airport.
Fuck.
That's a gay
God
one.
damn it.
That's
Fuck you,
stupid.
Siri.
That's so stupid.
And one thing, I did that before. I think I said something at one point in time whenever I was talking to Siri. And I think I either said "fuck you, Siri" or "Siri, you're a bitch" or something. She would never respond to me anytime that I ever
Oh,
did
really?
"Hey Siri."
Pissed
Yeah,
her off.
I had to go back through and reprogram her to my "Hey Siri" voice.
Oh wow.
Fucking bitch.
Now it forced me to do this for our Facebook page once we got past a certain number, but as of September 2018, Facebook uses your phone number for two-factor authentication.
Right.
And they say we use the information people provide to offer a better, more personalized experience on Facebook, including ads. We are clear about how we use the information we collect, including the contact information that people upload or add to their own contacts. You can manage and delete the contact information you've uploaded at any time. There was a lot of conflict about what they were ultimately doing with your phone number. Maybe it was not necessarily being used for two-factor authentication, that they were in fact selling or possibly peddling your phone number, because I get an infinite amount of trashy text messages and
Yep.
weird phone calls.
I got like 6 of them today about my extended warranty.
So did I.
It's like, God damn it, man.
Oh, fuck.
My warranty's been expired for fucking 3 years, bitch.
Yeah, it's not that. Just
leave me alone.
I keep on. There's one phone number. There's someone keeps calling me 8 o'clock on the dot every single morning, and it's a different podunk town in Ohio every single
Same.
morning.
Yep. Same.
Really?
Yep. Let's see here. Today it was.
Hold on a second. Let's say it at the same time.
Like,
Let's see if it's the same one.
oh wait, never mind. This wasn't today. Mine was actually decent. I had 2 of them.
Today it was Kirtland, Ohio. Yesterday it was even more Ada, Ohio. These places have absolutely zero telephones in the entire village.
Springfield, Piqua.
Pedro, Ohio. Where the fuck is Pedro, Ohio?
I've never fucking heard of that before.
Hold on a second. My child is coming to see me. Huh? All right.
Time out.
I don't think we can pause the live stream.
No, we can't. Keep it going. That's fine.
Okay.
I'll answer questions if anybody has one. YouTube chat, this is your time. I'm sitting here looking at my phone, answering questions if you have one. We have to take a brief detour. And I'm all out of beer. Well, not really. I'm out of cold beer, I should say. There's like 6 beers that have been sitting here for 2 weeks. I was just drinking a Left Hand Brewing Milk Stout Nitro. Excuse me. I usually drink 2 and then I'm done. Yeah, it's a really good beer. Nitro. I really, really like Nitro beers. Those are one of the ones that anytime I see, regardless who makes them, anytime I see a Nitro beer, I'll usually get it. PBR can't go wrong. You know what? Thinking about it, I don't know if I've ever had a PBR. Yeah, I don't think I ever have. Yeah. No. But it is all the rage in this area. You either like craft beer or PBR. I'm the latter. No, I'm not. I'm the other. Yeah. I'm just scrolling back through here just to see if there's any other questions. This is the shit you guys don't get to hear if you are if you just listen. Let's see. How cold is it? Today it fucking sucked. I work outside, so it was pretty brutal. Right now, let's see here. It warmed up big time. Right now it's 32 Fahrenheit. But it feels like 26 according to my app. Yeah, we had snow 2 days ago on Monday. It snowed a lot, but very little of it stuck. No, I need to use Rogaine bad. My brother's dating a hairstylist, and she has access to something that you have to have a license to use. And I think I'm going to. It gets real cold out in the winter. It's just my sweet swoop. I could cover it up okay. 32 in San Antonio. Holy shit. 24 Celsius in Melbourne. So that's like what? 40, 50? No. $55 in South Louisiana. Your fucking alligators are going to freeze to death. What the fuck are they going to do?
It's absolutely out of control upstairs right now.
Is it?
Yes. They're decorating the Christmas tree and it's
Oh,
fucking
shit.
It's broken.
We still have to get ours. We haven't went and got one. We've been meaning, we were supposed to this past weekend, but she's been out of commission. She's literally been laying in bed for the past 2 days because she did something to tweak a nerve in her back, so her back's completely fucked. I had to make dinner last night. Broke out the fucking brand new air fryer for the first time.
Those are good deals.
Made some barbecue chicken. It was great.
Air fryers are good, dude.
Hell yeah, man. It was awesome. I air fried me some barbecue chicken and then made some fucking broccoli in it too. Been trying to eat better.
I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm
You're a little guy.
Trying to cut down on sugar. I've gained 20 pounds doing absolutely fucking nothing here within the past month.
I love it.
I hate it.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Yay, Nick's back.
All right. Let's send it. All right, I had to go upstairs. Absolute. It's
chaos.
Anarchy.
It's pandemonium.
Yeah. My God, it's broken in half.
My God.
In early August 2019, Bloomberg News published a story revealing how Facebook had contracted an external company to transcribe audio conversations conducted through the Facebook Messenger app. Okay. Everyone uses Facebook Messenger. The process was engaged to test the accuracy of an automatic transcription algorithm Facebook was rolling out, and the company claimed all users who opted into the transcription service were aware of the potential human review system. While some reports question how transparent Facebook's notification process actually was, the story rapidly spread across media outlets with a vast array of headlines dramatically affirming, quote, Facebook admits it was listening to your private conversations.
Oh, darn.
I don't, I took these notes a long time ago, and the next part says, journalist that bought a camper, then talking about a peeing contraption, then the stab vest proof vest. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking right there.
What?
I'm really sad that I missed out on this right here about I don't remember what it was. And there's also the possibility we have some reasons why they may not be listening, which I think they undoubtedly are listening. Essentially, collecting and storing that data would be too huge a task. Constant audio surveillance, much like Rob said, Constant audio surveillance would produce about 33 times more data daily than Facebook currently consumes. While we don't know everything, we do know that Facebook has patented a method to use your previous location data in conjunction with the previous location data of people you know to predict your future location. We also know that it keeps, quote, shadow profiles made up of information that users or non-users have not actively supplied, but can be easily tied to them. Your work email address, your loyalty discount card, your likely acquaintances that you haven't yet friend requested. It can also figure out if two people know one another by looking at the metadata of photos uploaded in a small time frame in a small geographic area, and then comparing the scratches and dust on the lens of the camera that took the fucking pictures. Oh my God, is that the fucking scratches and dust on the camera? And this has happened to me before as well. I'll be around someone that I've never met before, spend a few hours with him, like, hey, that motherfucker is pretty cool. Probably get him to suck my dick if I need to. Lo and behold, an hour later, Facebook recommended friends. It's Dwayne that I just met there at the fucking brewery or
That
whatever.
happens to me too.
All the time, and I never knew that person before. You know, one mutual friend or some shit like that. But
I've heard that typically it's the other person that searches for you, but then doesn't add you.
Okay.
And if they search for you, they're more likely to pop up in your people you may know.
You know, I bought a new car, and I was talking to the sales lady, and I emailed with her for a full day. No talking for a day. The day following, I bought the vehicle. At the closing for the vehicle, she shows up as one of my recommended friends on Facebook. And I said, holy fucking shit, I didn't search for her, you know. And I said, oh, you're one of my recommended friends on Facebook. She's like, oh yeah, it's creepy how they do that. And I said, do you know these people? And it was a full family of people that I grew up with that I've known a very long time. She's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I said, that seemed like a bad thing. She's like, I dated their older brother. And I said, oh, he's a fucking douchebag. She said, oh my God, yeah, he is a fucking douchebag. And I'm like, I'm glad you lived to see the other side of that one, because he's a piece of shit. The most valuable information Facebook has about you isn't what you like or where you go or what you click on, but who you know. It always has been. Last December, the New York Times reported that hundreds of mobile game apps were using software from a startup called Alfonso, which can, quote, detail what people watch by identifying audio signals in TV ads and shows, sometimes even matching that information with the places people visit and the movies they see. The information is used for ad targeting and somewhat quaintly to gauge the effectiveness of various local TV ads for things like car dealerships.
Alfonso.
There are, and people do not realize when you download an app on your phone, what you are unlocking whenever you say,
oh yeah,
accept permissions or whatever. You are giving these apps complete reaches into the depths of your life, and everything you know, everywhere you go, everything you listen to, you're giving complete and utter permission for these. So your kid's getting fucking antsy. You know, you're bouncing her on your lap. She's the fuck. And then finally you're like, fuck, I'm just going to download a game for her. You download Hair Salon 3 or whatever. Just a, you know, little silly game for the kids to whatever color, do hair.
Sure.
But when you do it, you also unlock access to all your contacts. You unlock access to your microphone. You unlock access to your cameras, all the files in your phone where you might have fucking downloaded pay stubs. You might have downloaded credit card statements. All that stuff is inside your phone. And you just downloaded Hair Salon 3. You're trying to get your pubes dyed, and you unlock everything for this probably Russian hackers.
Next thing you know, your kid's sitting there changing the color of your butthole.
Oh, you're giving them complete and utter control to go in and do all this stuff. Oh man. And if you're over your cell phone gaming phase, it might still concern you to know that Alfonso has a working relationship and data sharing agreement with popular music identification app Shazam.
Cool.
Which I think Shazam has been bought out by Facebook, if I'm not
Apple.
Was it Apple?
Yeah.
Shazam. I believe you, but I was already halfway into
It's in your notes right here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's literally the next thing down.
Yeah, okay. right, so now let's hop on to elections. It says, how much money did the Republican Party spend on Facebook ads during the 2016 campaign?
Ugh.
$1 million per day in
Ugh.
2016.
Good Lord.
$1 million per day in Facebook targeted ads. Yes, you read that correctly. $1 million per day on influencing voters on Facebook alone. Facebook
Wow.
has a department specifically to help the Republican Party to execute their plans. How many data points did Cambridge Analytica have on potential voters? 5,000 data points. They knew more about the people they knew more about people than the people literally knew about themselves based on the voter profiles developed. The goal was to find the impressionable voters, and to do so, Cambridge Analytica went to great lengths. So how do they build voter profiles of these, quote, impressionables? You know, the quizzes that people do on Facebook and they share their results in their profile,
Sure.
usually encouraging people to do the same. They scrape profiles for information and build a voter profile. When you opt into to do these quizzes and face editing apps, you give permission to the app company to do a lot more than produce a funny old looking photo of yourself. Not only your data, some even more, you grant access to your friends' data as well.
Hell yeah. Fuck them.
And then we come to the topic of surveillance capitalism. It's the goal of social media networks to ensure you stay on as long as possible and do as much as possible while logged in. Without educating people on the adverse effects of always being on, long-term exposure to social networks is detrimental. Besides the fact that you're being manipulated to post more, like more, and comment more in a never-ending cycle of searching for the next dopamine hit, these platforms are incredibly smart at attracting and keeping your attention. Just the Democratic candidates alone spent nearly $100 million over 90 days
Ugh.
between 8 candidates of Tulsi Gabbard, Tom Strayer, Pete Buttigieg. I don't know.
Who?
Buttigieg. E. Warren. You don't know. Pete was the homosexual man running for president this year.
No idea.
He was cute. Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, Amy Klobuchar, Bernie Sanders, Michael Bloomberg. They spent
Okay.
over $100 million over 90 days.
That's crazy.
Oh,
So much money.
okay. This kind of goes hand in hand. I'm gonna do this as I speak to you. So get out your phone and go to your Facebook app and go to the 3 lines on your Facebook app.
Yep.
Go to settings and privacy.
Settings and privacy. Got it.
And privacy shortcuts.
Privacy shortcuts.
Go down to, let me see. I think it's your Facebook information.
Here, access your information.
Do you want search engine? Do you listen? We're gonna pause for just a second so I can find this
Okay.
and come back. Okay. Who can-
Go
Go to
your Facebook information. View or clear. Got it. I'm there.
how'd you find it?
If you go to, that is just one of these, your Facebook information. It's one of these things. And then view or clear your off Facebook activity.
Oh,
All the logos.
yeah, okay. Okay. And then after you go to privacy shortcuts, it says your Facebook information.
Mhm.
Go to view or clear your off Facebook activity. No, or is it manage your information?
It is, so from your Facebook information, go to view or clear your off Facebook activity. Yep.
And you can see manage your off Facebook activity.
Yeah, you can see all the apps.
It's going to ask for your Facebook password. I don't remember mine. I think that's.
Oh God.
Put it in there.
I think this is it. Nope.
I think I just got it wrong.
Oh shit. I got mine wrong
We don't
twice.
even know our fucking Facebook passwords. Incorrect.
Got it. That's right, bitch.
So who is on there?
233 apps and websites have shared your activity.
These are all the websites you go to. So just here's the off Facebook. This is a summary of the 1,008 apps and websites that have shared your activity. So all of these apps and websites share your information with Facebook. I've got DoorDash, Fox News, Credit Karma,
This is great.
Walmart, Hey Dude Shoes, Live Wallpaper Maker, Flipper Dunk, Booksy, Talisa.com, don't know what that is, Groove Life, Call of Duty Mobile, Spotify, HBO Max, ButcherBox, which I haven't been to, Webull, Investing and Trading, which I haven't fucking been to, Happy Color, Color by Number, which I haven't fucking done, Sugar Creek Sanitizer, haven't fucking been there either. It's a list of over 1,008 different companies and apps that have access to, that report all of your activity to Facebook.
That's dope. Fucking sweet.
That's so fucking cool. So, at the time that I wrote this, I had 633 apps and websites that were sharing my activity. I now have
You got over
1,000
400.
Now I have over 1,008.
I just cleared mine, so
All right. Now let's go to this little video I found of our friend Zuckerberg. It's going to be an app. Oh my God. Why does it always do this to me? I pay good fucking money for Facebook, for YouTube Premium.
You've talked about.
This is Zuckerberg. This is when he was talking to the Senate Judiciary Commerce Committee about Facebook not utilizing microphones to listen to you. Let me set that up. All right, here's Zuckerberg.
You've talked about your very humble beginnings in starting Facebook in your dorm room, which I appreciated that story. But certainly Facebook has changed an awful lot
No shit.
over a relatively short period of time. When Facebook launched its timeline feature, consumers saw their friends post chronologically was the process. But Facebook has since then changed to a timeline driven by some very sophisticated algorithms. And I think it has left many people as a result of that asking, why am I seeing this this feed, and why am I seeing this right now? And now, in light of the Cambridge Analytica issue, Facebook users are asking, I think, some new questions right now. Can I believe what I'm seeing? And who has access to this information about me? So I think it's safe to say, very simply, that Facebook is losing the trust of an awful lot of Americans as a result of this incident. And I think an example of this is something that I've been hearing a lot from folks that have been coming up to me and talking about really kind of experience they've had where they're having a conversation with friends, not on the phone, just talking. And then they see ads popping up fairly quickly on their Facebook. So I've heard constituents fear that Facebook is mining audio from their mobile devices for the purpose of ad targeting, which I think speaks to this lack of trust that we're seeing here. But and I understand there's some technical issues and logistical issues for that to happen. But for the record, I think it's clear, saying I hear it all the time, including from my own staff. Yes or no, does Facebook use audio obtained from mobile devices to enrich personal information about its users?
No.
You fucking liar.
Well, Senator, let me be. Let
It
me.
looks like he fucking cut his hair with a goddamn, like he cut his hair with Crayola safety scissors. Look how much of a stupid fuck he looks like.
I think
dude.
his mom still cuts his hair.
Oh my God.
Clear on this. I mean, so you're talking about this conspiracy theory that gets passed around that we listen to what's going on your microphone and use that for ads.
Right.
We don't do that. To be clear, we do allow people to take videos on their devices and share those. And of course, videos also have audio. So we do, while you're taking a video, record that and use that to make the service better by making sure that your videos have audio. But I mean, that I think is pretty clear, but I just wanted to make sure I was exhaustive there.
Well, I appreciate that. And hopefully that'll dispel a lot of what I've been hearing. So thank you for saying that.
It does not.
Certainly,
I'm still suspicious.
today, in the era of mega data, we are finding that data drives everything, including consumer behavior. And so consumer information is probably the most valuable information you can get in the data ecosystem. And certainly, folks, as you've mentioned in your testimony here, people like the fact that they can have targeted ads that they're going to be interested in, as opposed to being bombarded by a lot of ads that they don't have any interest in. And that consumer information is important in order for you to tailor that. But also people are now beginning to wonder, is there an expense to that when it comes to perhaps exposing them to being manipulated or through deception? You've talked about artificial intelligence. You brought that up many times during your testimony. And I know you've employed some new algorithms to target
He
bots,
blinks way
bring
too
down
much
fake
for a human.
accounts, deal with terrorism, things that you've talked about in this hearing. But you also know that artificial intelligence is not without its risk, and that you have to be very transparent about how those algorithms are constructed. How do you see artificial intelligence, more specifically, dealing with the ecosystem by helping to get consumer insights, but also keeping consumer privacy safe?
Senator, I think the core question you're asking about AI transparency is a really important one that people are just starting to very seriously study, and that's ramping up a lot. And I think this is going to be a very central question for how we think about AI systems over the next decade and beyond. Right now, a lot of our AI systems make decisions in ways that people don't really understand.
Right.
And I don't think that in 10 or 20 years in the future that we all want to build, we want to end up with systems that people don't understand how they're making decisions. So
He's talking in absolute fucking circles right here.
I was gonna say, whenever the guy finished the question, I was like, I don't even fucking remember the question. How's he even gonna answer this?
And I think he's so rehearsed via his attorney or all of his representatives.
It seems like they kind of had knowledge of the questions beforehand.
Oh, for sure. But then there's this next one, this next video I got. It was a very awkward exchange with a senator about Mark Zuckerberg's own privacy.
Mr. Zuckerberg, would you be comfortable sharing with us the name of the hotel you stayed in last night?
Nah.
No.
If you've messaged anybody this week, would you share with us the names of the people you've messaged?
Senator, no, I would probably not choose to do that publicly here.
I think that may be what this is all about. Your right to privacy, the limits of your right to privacy, and how much you give away in modern America in the name of, quote, connecting people around the world. Question basically of what information Facebook's collecting, who they're sending it to, and whether they ever asked me in advance my permission to do that. Is that a fair thing for a user of Facebook to expect?
Yes, Senator. I think everyone should have control over how their information is used. And as we've talked about in some of the other questions, I think that is laid out in some of the documents. But more importantly, you want to give people control in the product itself. So the most important way that this happens across our services is that every day people come to our services to choose to share photos or send messages. And every single time they choose to share something, they have a control right there about who they want to share it with. But that level of control is
That seems like he's saying like you can just choose not to post pictures of your kids at the park on Facebook. That seems like the ultimatum he's giving right there. He's like, you have a choice. You don't have to share these pictures with us, but you make that choice to put the pictures on Facebook, thus making it for us to do. It's at our disposal what we do with these pictures. That kind of seems like the ultimatum he's giving right there.
extremely important.
They certainly know within the Facebook pages who their friends are, but they may not know, as has happened, and you've conceded this point in the past, that sometimes that information is going way beyond their friends. And sometimes people have made money off of sharing that information.
What a fucking ball buster that guy was. Zuckerberg had his fucking wiener pushed up inside of him by that guy, that old man. That old man, I don't know who he was.
One thing I will say in defense of Zuckerberg, though, is him asking Mark where he stayed at, where he was staying at then, or who he talked to, kind of isn't the same thing.
I think it is.
He's a billionaire.
It doesn't matter.
In front of
I'm
a congressional hearing.
I'm 100-air.
Let's think of the facts, or let's consider the facts that with him being a billionaire, saying he's staying at the fucking Marriott, you know how many people if someone says, hey, Rob was staying at a Hyatt this weekend, I'm not going to have a line of people outside wanting to beat the shit out of me.
There might be two.
He would probably have 200. So I mean, the safety aspect I can kind of understand, but
still, he's selling all
But-
of our data,
that's true.
and it's not fucking fair. The most downloaded apps between 2010 and 2019 was Facebook, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, and Instagram, which are all, I don't think WhatsApp is an entity of Facebook, but Instagram, Facebook, and Facebook Messenger are all obviously Facebook.
Yeah.
And the immense amount of data and multimedia that they have access to pertaining to us is uncanny, and people don't realize it. Now we're moving on to the topic of the possibility of Mark Zuckerberg being a reptile, a
Sure.
reptilian, which I think is probably the most plausible idea of this whole entire episode.
I don't even believe the reptilians are real, but if anybody is, it's him.
It's him. The theory that Facebook's founder, Mark Zuckerberg, is a shape-shifting reptilian first made rounds in 2010 when he was chosen as Time's Person of the Year. The picture Time used showed Zuckerberg with green eyes and pupils that, according to some, seemed to run from top to bottom. Zuckerberg tried bringing the lizard conspiracy theory to an end when he denied being a reptile during a live Facebook video stream.
That's so funny that he even acknowledged it. The live stream.
However, this was all some people needed to confirm that he was indeed a reptile. Since only a lizard person would deny being one, the Mark Zuckerberg lizard conspiracy is part of a larger theory that claims that some humans are reptilians in disguise. One of the pro-reptile conspiracy theorists is David Icke, who believes who believes humans were created by a race of reptilians called the Anunnaki.
Anunnaki, yep.
The Anunnaki created normal human beings alongside reptilians who would rule over the normal humans. These lizard people can be found in the Illuminati, the British royal family, and the United Nations. They also include former U.S. Presidents George Washington and George W. Bush.
Everybody with the name George.
Zuckerberg is just one of the several people who have been openly accused of being lizards. Former U.S. Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld has also been accused, along with New Zealand's former Prime Minister John Key. Rumsfeld refused to confirm or deny whether he was a lizard, while Key denied being a reptilian and claimed that his doctor and vet had also agreed that he was not a lizard.
That is the best. Just the fact of like considering someone, excuse me, considering someone to be a fucking lizard is so fucking like it's so amusing to me.
You think people think we're lizards?
I don't
I'm a-
think so.
I'm a mammal, a full-blooded mammal.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Oh,
I just love just thinking of someone as like a fucking giant like kimono dragon.
bite your finger off.
Right.
So now I have a couple creepy Reddit stories that I was able to recover about Facebook. It's kind of some creepy Facebook stories. Says I was talking to my girlfriend on Skype about taking a bus so I could visit her in Toronto. The next day, I got ads on Facebook about bus rides to Toronto.
Hell yeah.
I don't know how they knew because I didn't even Google it. I moved to Texas from Maryland, didn't
Damn.
change any information yet. Saw an ad on Facebook for people who moved from Maryland to Texas t-shirts. Don't you see them fucking bootleg ass t-shirts on Facebook? Like it's be like your family's last name, like fucking Alexander's Do It Better, and it's so fucking stupid.
I love the real oddly specific shirts.
Yes,
Something like, yeah, I happen to be a left-hander born in October,
I'm a gay dad that likes to grill.
born in 1963, and my favorite
Yeah.
color is red. What's it to you? Those are the best. It's like, damn, I didn't know there was a niche, like a market for that.
The best part is you'll get like some drunk uncle that shares like, oh, somebody need to get this shirt for me. Somebody need to get this shirt, put it on me for me.
Yeah.
This one, Facebook people you may know got creepy as fuck. Okay, guys, things just got weird. So the Facebook features people you may know has always had creepy moments, but I guess some mutual friends / locations you're in has some kind of connection, etc., etc. However, I was having a conversation with my younger brother earlier this evening about my childhood high school teachers that still work in the school he now attends. After listing many and laughing about experiences, I thought nothing more of it. So I'm doing the routinely before bed scroll of my newsfeed on Facebook when the people you may know bar comes into view. The first person listed on the bar was an old age teacher we mentioned earlier in the evening. I'm shocked as hell because I've never ever seen this teacher pop up on my Facebook before, nor have I spoken to friends who have been in contact with him on social media. This is someone I last thought about 7 years ago before this very night, and here he is, my main friend suggestion. You're in our heads, man. And there's many other people that shared experiences like this from the depths of Facebook. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what goes into selective listening and what they decide to take advantage of
it's
and
not
whatnot.
selective listening. They listen to fucking everything, Rob.
Well, we'll find out if I get some butt plugs and dragon dildos.
Fuck yourself, Mark.
I kind of hope my fucking Facebook ads are filled up with butt plugs and dragon dildos.
Just go to Dragon Dildos.
bad-dragon.com. Find your favorite one, buy it. Do not send it to our P.O. box or
Please
else
do.
I will use it.
Please do send it to us. Please send us a dragon butt plug. Send us a dragon dildo, please. So, Rob, actually, if you want to send us one of them, send us the horse vagina.
That'd be
because
pretty great.
I would like to give that a whirl. If they do have a dolphin one,
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to give that a whirl as well. Whatever. It's the time of the year for giving. So just, find it in your heart to send us a dolphin vagina. Rob will use it.
Sure.
He'll give it to me. I'll use it. We'll mail it back to you. Load it up. We'll both load it up and send it back to you. And hopefully by the time it gets back to you, a child has started to
Hopefully it's still hot.
a child has started to form inside of the dolphin vagina.
Oof.
And then it will give birth to a little Brohio baby. It'll be half Rob and half Nick. And it will be the most beautiful child that's ever walked in this earth.
It'll for sure be a blonde baby.
He'll be handsome and funny. He'll be a supreme eater.
Yeah.
So make sure you have a lot of food in
Still be on the
house.
chubby side, but it's okay.
He will not, I repeat, he will not have puffy nipples. I do know that.
Definitely not.
Definitely not puffy nipples.
May have an inverted wiener, but it's okay.
Yeah. So if you're one of those guys that likes to jerk off to anime, go fuck yourself. Another thing I like to get across
Sure.
in some of these
No
episodes.
puffy nipples, no hentai.
The puffy nipples aren't bothering me because I'm starting to get puffy tits. It doesn't bother me as bad as it used to. But
Okay.
people that jerk off to anime, that's fucking disgusting. You might as well be beating off to episodes of Barney. It's disgusting.
Selena Gomez was on Barney.
Yeah, she was.
She was like 6 though.
She doesn't do anything for me though. I
I
like
fucking love Selena Gomez.
She does absolutely nothing for me.
Love her.
Who's the one that I think is there's like I don't I've said this before. I don't really get crushes on celebrities.
Oh,
that
I do.
much.
Bad.
I nothing like it just because I know it's not ever gonna be just not gonna be a thing.
I like to think that it is.
Who's the one that was on heroin that
Demi Lovato.
yeah, I do like her.
Supposedly she's a cunt in real life too.
Well, she's got that coping mechanism.
Sure.
Whatever you gotta do to fucking unbitch yourself, I guess go ahead and do that. But all right, guys, this has been a Facebook spy machine episode of the Brohio
Yeah.
Podcast. They are undoubtedly spying on us right now.
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. I'll report back next week and see if I got any butt
Sure
plugs.
would hate to get a 4-inch butt plug. They'll probably send you the ads for 4-inch butt plugs and send me the big ones. Those big hogs that cost like $90 to ship via UPS because they're so heavy.
I'll get the dolphin pussy.
You get the one that's like the prop one they put up in the corner at the fucking sex shop.
The test one.
You just walk around and laugh at it. Oh, we're gonna put that in her ass. All right, thanks for joining us, guys. Hope we will probably talk to you very, very soon.
Yeah. Love you.
Well, thanks for listening on the YouTube stream, guys.
My jacket is not real leather.
Someone should buy him a real leather jacket.
I don't want a real leather jacket. I love this jacket.
Facebook spy machine.
Isaac Colton, quit retracting your messages, you fucking pussy.
What?
I don't know. It says Isaac Colton, message retracted.
What a bitch.
Good night, Brian Cox.
Is
We love you too. Gotta go take a big spicy piss.
We love all of you.
Especially you.
A very special episode of Brio. We're signing off. Goodbye.